if you've seen the video where I believe that the headline was boom, it was a Qutix hair that I had showed you guys. I bought 3 packs, a 10, 12, and a 16. And the first one that I did, the one that was shown there, I just did my version of my natural sew-in, which is the crown and the whole perimeter is left out. So that way you can do some, some neat stuff as far as, pulling it up and, all of that. So I did that in my hair, and I loved it. I loved it. The hair was bomb. Like, the hair, it didn't tangle. It shedded a little bit, but I'm okay with the shedding as long as that junk don't tangle. Like, I'm okay with shedding, but I hate tangling. I can't take it. So I usually have my sew-ins in for 2 weeks. This time I had it in for a month, and that was pretty darn good for me, because being that I'm a hairstylist, like, I change it up so much. Like, I change up so much. And then I had gotten to a routine where I got really, really busy. Like, my clientele went from like decent size to like boom. So I find myself putting a lot of effort and time into my clients and the way that they look, and then I try to do rush jobs when it comes to me. And my fiance was just like, look, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You need to work on your time management. You need to find the time to get yourself together. And I never really thought about it. I'm like, well, what is this Negro saying? But I really had to step back and look at it. And when we first met, it was, just like I am now, jazzed up, putting, things together, little makeup on the face, you know what I mean? Like, my hair, I change it up like every 2 weeks, it seemed like. He never really seen me for a long period of time with the same hairstyle, or like the same, you know what I mean? Like, I was switching it up. So I just know personally, my mom used to tell me, like, you gotta keep them happy. So I started to stand back and just look, and so I started to take more time to, getting myself together and all of that. So that brings me to, I had it in for a month, and I said, I'm going to take it down. He was like, why are you going to take it down? It still look good. I'm like, no, babe, it doesn't look good. My edges, like, the growth has grown, like, from the edge, it's kind of pushed back, and blending was getting all crazy. And I was just like, okay, I'm ready to take it down. In that month's time, I was able to, I washed that hair once. It didn't itch. I didn't have too much itching at all, like a couple little scratches here and there, but I know how some of my clients, they tell me that the hair really irritates their scalp sometimes, and it makes it really, really itchy, besides from it being dry. So, oh, I need to go to, I'm so sorry. Right. So I took that down, and I said, you know what, I really want to color me some hair. I'm so digging the ombre thing. I've done it a couple times for a couple of my clients, but as far as like hair for myself, I haven't. Being that it's been a while since I've actually had some quality hair, that also was another reason why I hadn't done it yet. I have done it on the virgin Indian hair, I've done it on Brazilian hair, Malaysian hair, all of that stuff, but I haven't done it on like beauty supply store hair, because you think, will it work? Like, will it last? Is it gonna like shrivel all up? Is it going to just like really damage the hair? And what I'm here to say is, it does not. When I took that Qutix, I took the hair out, I washed it, removed all the threads and stuff, I washed it. I said, you know what, I was ready to do a bang. I really wanted like, boop, fit face, the bang. I was ready for the bang, the whole full closed in weave. And I just didn't have the time to construct it the way that I want to, and how I knew that I could. So I said, well, I'm going to make a wig. I'll make a wig, I'll sew it onto a wig. And I was like, no, that's not what I'm going to do. So I finally decided on a YouPart. So that's exactly what I'm rocking right now, is a YouPart wig. This time I have done several U-parts, and I can say that this finally, hallelujah, 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 amen. Listen, I finally perfected this U-part thing. It's so hard because you don't know if you're buying the right cap. You don't know, or you buy the first. When I first did my first one, what did I do? The very first one, oh yeah, I did it on like the full cap. What I thought was a dome cap was a spandex cap, so it was like longer this way, you know. And I was like, that's not gonna work. I was like, the dome cap, the shorter ones, I had a nice size head. That's not gonna work. So I'm just like, pop off. Try to. I've done a hot glue gun. I've done with regular bonding glue. I've sewn them, and I know that sewing. I did the bonding glue. I did the hot glue, and one of my clients didn't really care for it too much. Some of her wefts came off, and honestly, I think that maybe if I find a different adhesive to use, and if if I found a different adhesive and actually measured out her head first, it would work. I was pretty much making them and then sewing, you know, cutting out what was left, sewing them down, and then sometimes you get like that bunchiness in the back. So she's one of those ones, she's really particular. She's just like, well, what if you laid out a sheet of fabric and then you cut it out, and because it's a square and the hair is circle, and then I just was like, we making it too confusing. Like, it's so confusing. So this time, this was sewn. It was my fiance's birthday weekend, so we were really on the go, and I really wanted to be really, really cute. I really wanted to, you know, sex it up for him. So I did the dang old thing, and he loved it. He absolutely effing loved it. So what I did was, after I took the hair out of my hair, I removed all the thread. I washed it with some organic shampoos and conditioner, and then once that dried and everything, like the next day, I used BW2, the bleaching cream. BW, the developer in the 30. I actually think I did a video already. I think I got a video on that, actually. We're gonna see. One of them will be up, or put a clip, or side by side or something. Anyways, so I bleached the ends. My 12-inch bundle came out a whole lot brighter. The top came out not a whole lot, but came out fairly a little bit lighter than the bottom did. And so I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna have to go back and buy more bleach and stuff so that I can redo the bottom. But I really didn't want to go over it again because I was so scared that the hair wasn't going to be able to take it, so I didn't. So once I did that, I just put the rinse. I used Crimson by Kiss, and I put that on the top. Yeah, I put them on both bundles. I wrapped them in foil. The top one got done a lot faster. This one was about 25 minutes. 25 minutes was the top, came out perfect. The bottom one, I think I left my for about maybe 32 or maybe close to 35 minutes, and it came out, it still was a little bit darker than the top. But what happens is, being that the top you know, comes down just a little bit, it meets right where almost the other color starts. So it really it blended together well. It did not it was fine. It was fine. So we were getting about 2 hours before we were getting ready to leave, and I'm like, okay, babe, I'm finally done with all my clients. I'm done with ripping and running. It's time for me to get my hair together. And I'm like, I'm not going to have my hair fully sewn in 2 hours. Not going to happen. I mean, that's top-notch timing for my clients, and I'm doing their hair. So imagine me trying to sew and do my own hair. It was too much. Way too much. 2 tracks in, I'm like, nope, cut them out. And I pulled out my dome cap, and I was like, I really hope that it works this time. And I put the dome cap on my head, and I actually took a milk pencil, and I drew out where I want my leave out at. I drew out my sides and around my ear on both sides and in the back, so that I knew exactly where to gauge where to lay those tracks. You know what I mean? Where I wanted them to lay. And this came out, this is about, I mean, this is good. It's not saggy. It's perfect. It's so flat. It's like, man, I'm telling you, this was perfect. It's perfect. That's all I can say. It's perfect. What I did do is I have, show you how much leave out I got out here. Okay. This is my leave out area. Oops, sorry. This is what's left out. So you have a track there and here. So that's how much leave out I got. Okay. Now what I did do around the top, like my U-part stops here, right here. I have 2 tracks bonded in right after that, so really close up here, and they're so close that you really can't even tell. I just want to add a little body up to the front. Something that I did different this time is I did not lay across all the way to the top. I came all the way across until I got here, and all of these are sewn this way, like boom, 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 to add some kind of body. That's the reason why I have hair, you know, like here, you know. Like, that's the reason why. I have hair right there. Get some more body. So that for the little wings, you know, when you do your wings. And mind you, I did not curl my hair this morning. I was a little late for class and all that. So, I really love, I got so many compliments on it. I have gotten so many compliments on it. The color, it's been sunny outside, so it pops. I will go outside, but it's a little nippy. I ain't warm enough to be outside recording the video. But so what I've noticed is it has been tangling a little bit, and so what I've been using on that to sorry, see if I got it right here with me. I don't. So what I've been using is a little bit of light Moroccan argan oil, and I've been putting that on here, and so that it gives some moisture to the hair. You really have to put the moisture back into the hair, because when you bleaching it, it like sucks it dry, like sucks it all dry. So then I put some of that on the ends, and what I did last night, basically before I went to bed, was I just took it, I twisted like this way. I just took this, I twisted it back, twisted it, took hairs I did, twisted, took hairs, I went all along, and then I just twisted it all up, and I pinched both of these up like this, tied it with my scarf when I got up this morning, took it down, I unraveled it so that I would have a little bit, it would make it look like I had a little texture to the hair. So that's basically what has done. That's the reason why it looks like it's kind of got something. I really want to go grab me some flex rods, and I think that I am going to go grab me some today so I can flex it up or use my wand. I don't know. So, if my darling, if Kayla is watching this video, I finally got it up. Here you go. She's like, I really want to see. I'm like, yep, I'm going to record this video. I'm going to get this video. I'm going to do it. So finally, here it is. I'm actually going to probably go in there and throw a couple curls in it. Here again, this is Qutix hair, Cuticle Remy. This is a 10, a little bit of 10. That's why it's darker at the top. The couple tracks that I added at the top were dark. I didn't want to put too much color towards the top and then I'll be able to blend right. So, Qutix hair, a 10, a 12, and a 16. The hair. Yeah. Check out my next video. Alright. Bye, guys.